So let's run down the facts. And by the way, I want to make one other point in case you hadn't been watching this week. If I were President Trump, I would not concede the election. He doesn't have to do that. If it comes to pass, and it will, I'm telling you right now, it will, that Biden is certified the winner in December 11th, last certification day, I would congratulate him if I were President Trump, but I would continue to say, I'm not going to concede because I don't believe this election was run the way it should have been. And I want a full explanation of it. When I get that full explanation, which the president never will, by the way, then I'll concede. When I know the extent of the cheating, then I'll concede. That's what I would do. And I think most Americans will respect that. All right, specifically, Georgia recount. So they got it down to 12,800 lead for Biden by counting votes that they hadn't counted. Out of 10 million votes cast, 10 million plus votes cast, it's this. But it's not going to overturn. All right, so Biden won the state of Georgia. Did he really? I don't know. But you'd have to prove massive fraud in Fulton County, Atlanta. That's where the problem lies. So Georgia, I think we can expect next week. We'll just say Biden's got it. Michigan. A little murkier now. Detroit, Wayne County. So two Republican election officials, Monica Palmer, okay, and I'm sorry, wasn't Monica? Let's see, election commission. Yes, Monica Palmer and one other were threatened, okay, by people because these two Republican electors, they withdrew their certification and said, no, we think there was cheating in Wayne County. All right? So we're not going to certify. We're not putting our names on an election that we feel is dishonest. So these two people are very courageous people. And here's how they were attacked on social media. Roll tape.
Let's be very clear. Your words today and your actions today made it clear that you are okay with silencing the votes of an 80% African-American city. And what that tells us is you, Miss Monica Palmer from Grosse Pointe Woods, which has a history of racism, are deciding to enable and continue to perpetuate the racist history of this country.
I just want to let you know that the Trump stink, the stain of racism that you, William Hartman, and Monica Palmer have just covered yourself in is going to follow you throughout history. Your grandchildren are going to think of you like Bull Connor or George Wallace.
Well, that's just despicable garbage, and the other man's name is William Hartman. So two Republican on the Board of Elections in Michigan are refusing to certify, and they're attacked viciously by these animals. And they are animals. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Come on. They have no decorum. They're smearing these people for their honest assessment. Okay, so that's the kind of stuff that's going on in Michigan right now. As far as the court cases are concerned in Michigan, it all centers around Detroit and whether or not they counted the vote honestly in Detroit. With 165,000 plurality for Biden in Michigan, that's not going to change. Not. Too much. Too high. Bar is too high. Pennsylvania, the best chances I've been reporting. There are a number of lawsuits in play. The state, I predict, will rule against the Trump administration on every one of them, but then they'll take it to federal court, and the Supreme Court could wind up hearing the big one. This is the big one. 1.5 million mail-in or absentee votes, all right, came in too late according to Pennsylvania law. 1.5 million. Plurality is 60,000 for Biden in Michigan. Now, if the Supreme Court looks at this and says, yes, indeed, that the voting people in Pennsylvania violated their own law, they could overturn that. Now, that's 20 electoral votes. That's not enough. Not enough to overturn the national election. And then they would have to count again, and what a mess, right? You see where this is going. So, summing up, 100 to 1 odds, 50 to 1 against Donald Trump. But again, we should know the truth. And I don't know whether we ever will. That's where we are today, Thursday, a week from Thanksgiving, in the national election. It's going to go on another couple of weeks. But it's been fascinating to see what the Supreme Court will do. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. As you all know, the dollar is at a 10-year low, and November could spell real trouble. That's why I recommend you consider physical gold and silver, and the only company I do business with in this area is American Hartford Gold. You can call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you a free gold coin on your first qualified order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold's up over 40%, silver over 60%. So please don't wait. Call them now, 877-444-GOLD Gold, 877-444-GOLD Gold, or text GOLD to 65532.